A wise man once said, life moves pretty fast, and if you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you might miss it. You know where that's from? That's great. You had a good childhood. I had a good childhood too. Ferris Bueller Day Off talks about taking time to enjoy the moment, take time off to relax and do something fun. As I get older, 40 years old, 20 plus years in the construction industry, I used to work 7 days a week. I used to work 7 days a week, non-stop, always doing extra work, trying to make more money, hoping that the extra money would afford me the freedom I want to spend time with my family, yet putting in that extra work was neglecting the family that I was trying to spend time with. So the paradox of life. I've talked with a bunch of different dads recently, and we're all kind of in the same boat. It's just kind of a mindset and mentality that was put out to us. And then you add in the whole mindset of hustle culture, and people are working now more than ever, but they end up having less and enjoying life less. And so here I am out at night walking, spent the weekend at Darien Lake with my two youngest sons and my wife and my mom, and it just brought back a lot of memories. We used to go there probably like every other year or so, every couple of years as kids, just walking around the lake there the one morning, just reflecting on how lucky that I get to do this with my kids, and my kids have even more than I ever had, which is good. I mean, part of that's to do though with the extra work, and it's funny, people always talk about how they want to give their kid everything they didn't have, but what was wrong with your life? And for me, I had a great childhood. My parents always prioritized family vacations and family dinners, so I was lucky that way. That's the life that I grew up in, and I try to instill those same things to my kids. And there's the cliche quotes of, you don't want history to repeat itself. But in my case, I wouldn't mind if history repeated itself, and I slowed down even more and gave my family even more of my time and spent even more of my time with my kids. People always talk about how you've only got 18 summers with your kids before they start to grow up, but I'm going to make sure that I've got 80 to 100 summers with my kids, and make sure that I keep putting in the work every day, stay healthy, stay fit, keep my energy up so that I can keep doing things like I just did this past weekend, hanging out with my kids, at an amusement park, just enjoying life, enjoying everyone's present, just having a fun time. Because we should be rewarded for our actions. We should be rewarded for our hard work. So we need to make sure that we're taking those moments every day to reflect and think about what went good. And even when things are going bad, look towards the future. And I've talked about this before. I hope that you're going on an upward trajectory constantly in life. There's a great quote, and it said, "I never saw the world until my car broke down." So if all you're doing is just zipping through life and trying to jump from promotion to promotion, job to job to job, and never taking time to relax between jobs. I see this a lot of guys that I know that have renovation companies, right? You're not even finished one project, you're already on to the next, and then they're just constantly saying, "I don't have any time for vacation." Well, because you're not building in, right? Building in those systems and the time, and I get it. You want to appease your customers and your clients, but you want to make sure, though, that you're looking after yourself as well, and making promises to yourself and keeping those promises, going out for daily walks, doing daily exercise, mindset, workout challenges. That's kind of been my bread and butter, that I make sure that I'm always doing something to improve my own health, fitness, mental well-being, and then also getting together with those communities. So when I joined different workout challenges, I did 365-day workout challenge, and there was about a dozen of us that were doing it. So every day, you're seeing what everyone else is doing. You're sending messages to people, encouragement, and if you have any issues, you've got someone to talk to. I'm doing this Wild 75 challenge now, kind of get back to nature, making sure you get outside and do those outdoor exercises and returning to nature as well. So yeah, that's kind of what I do to help me out. Not sure what you guys do. If you're made it this far in the video, message in the comments what you kind of do for personal time. But yeah, this is kind of a time. I mean, I'm out here walking my dog while I film these most times, but this is also my time to think and get my thoughts out. Hopefully you guys appreciate my thoughts and you watch these videos. For the dozens and dozens of people that do, I appreciate that. But it's also cool because I'm kind of into, there you go, shout out to Adam Padfield. He just sold this house. I actually just went up for sale last week, I think. So, but yeah, walk around my neighborhood as well. So talk about the unfair advantage when it comes to real estate investing. This is my unfair advantage every day, walking around, seeing what people are working on, where renovations are happening. I was just looking at this house back there they recently renovated. I know. See what's going on in the neighborhood. Yeah, see what's coming up. And then also getting out, saying hi to the neighbors, little head nods. My dog is not a friendly dog to other dogs, but he sees the same dogs every day, and sometimes they bark at each other and sometimes they want to go sniffing, away they go. And yeah, that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about. I just had that reflection this past weekend, and yeah, hopefully, yeah. I mean, everything's good personally in my life. Things are going good. Making sure that I'm taking that extra time, setting aside the time. That's a big thing. So scheduling out that time together, time with the wife. We were just talking about our next couple of weeks, what they're looking like for the rest of the summer as well. We got our anniversary coming up in 2 weekends. So thinking about that. This will be 18 years married to my wife, together for 24. This November will be the 25th anniversary of our first date, because we met when we were 16. So there you go. You talk about dedication, loyalty, respect, honor, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, hey, there's ups and downs in relationships, there's ups and downs in everyday life, but you want to make sure that you're always pushing through the bad times, because bad times don't last. Talking with somebody recently reminded me of a video I made when we were over in Wales in the UK, and there's a quote, you got to find your rainbow. After every storm there's a rainbow, and I went out running because I was doing my workout challenge there. You can see a recurring theme, and pouring rain, absolutely pouring rain, but I'm running down through downtown. People are laughing and having fun at all the bars and stuff, and I'm just getting poured on. And then I come to the end of the street, there's Cardiff Castle in the dark, all lit up. So how lucky am I? Because no one else on that tour got to see there, because we went there the next day. So how lucky am I that I got to see there? So I was talking to somebody recently, they're having a hard time, lost a friend, and I just said that quote, you've got to find this. Unfortunately, that's life, right? People come and go, but you got to make sure that you're staying strong for the other people around you, and trying to look for that rainbow at the end of the storm. And it's not always evident, but if you do enough reflecting, you can see how the positive things that do come out of heartache and loss. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to talk about. And you talk about the pro mindset, right? Building better every day, building your life better, working on improving when there are the ups and downs, when there is the loss, and looking for the positivity. You build better, you live happy, and you always be a pro.